Hey, my name is Garcia from Garcia Co Jewelers, and today we're going to talk about what do the markings on your jewelry actually mean. Very specifically, we're going to be talking about gold, quality markings on gold, quality markings on silver, and on platinum. The first thing to talk about when talking about metal quality is the two big types of metals that are used in jewelry. And what I mean by that is we're actually talking about precious metals versus base metals. And so precious metals are the things that we talk about being used in jewelry. That would be gold, silver, and platinum. But then we also have base metals, which are any non-precious metals. And base metals are used in two ways in jewelry. Sometimes a piece of jewelry is made out of a base metal and then coated in a precious metal, which we'll get into when we talk about gold. But the second way that base metals are used is they're used as alloy metals into precious metals, which we'll also talk about in the next section in gold. So let's talk about that now. Let's talk about what do the quality markings on gold mean. So gold quality, or gold fineness as it's sometimes called, is a sort of a 24-point scale. When you hear about 24 karat gold, that is the highest. That's pure yellow gold. Gold's natural color is that yellow gold color. But the most popular, the most common type of gold is 14 karat gold. So what that means for a 14 karat piece of jewelry is that the metal is made of 14 parts gold, and then the 10 remaining parts are made out of some sort of alloy metal. And the exact blend of what those alloy metals are was going to vary a little bit from supplier to supplier, but it's also going to depend on like whether it's rose gold or it's white gold. You'll add a different color and a different type and a different amount of metal to give it that other color. Because like we said before, gold's natural color is yellow. So to get that rose color or that white color, they'll add in nickel or copper to give it some of those beautiful colors. So what that also means is the closer that you get up to that 24 karat mark, the more expensive the jewelry is going to be. So the natural assumption might be higher carat good, lower carat bad, but that's not exactly how it works. And this is why 14 karat is the most popular, because gold in its natural state is actually really, really soft. And if you had a ring made out of pure 24 karat gold, it would bend, it would scratch, it would do all kinds of things that you don't want it to do when you're using something like a wedding ring that you're wearing every single day. 24 karat gold would not be good for that. So what jewelry makers do is they alloy that metal, those other 10 parts, you get the 14 parts gold, you get the other 10 parts of alloy metal, and they add those in not to cheapen the gold, but to strengthen the gold, to make it a stronger alloy metal for everyday wear. So 14 kind of is that sweet spot. So you'll often see 18 karat gold used in earrings and necklaces and brooches, things like that, things that aren't going to be on your hand and taking a lot of wear and tear. For rings, typically the most common thing you'll see is 14 karat, because you get that nice blend of the beauty, quality, rarity of the gold, plus the durability of those alloy metals. And that's also why it becomes a little bit problematic when you go down to 10 karat gold, so where it's 10 parts gold and 14 parts alloy metal. When people talk about jewelry discoloring their skin or corroding or things like that, that's not the gold that's doing that. Gold itself is a non-corrosive material, so if you get discoloration on your skin when wearing jewelry, it's probably a lower karat gold with more alloy metal in it that your skin is reacting negatively to. So that's how the gold quality scale system works and why it works the way that it does. Now let's get into what the actual markings on the jewelry mean. So if a piece of jewelry is made out of solid whatever karat gold, it will be stamped 10K or 14K or 18K. But there are a couple other things that you're gonna probably run into, which is gold plate, as we talked about at the beginning, which is a base metal with a thin layer of gold plated over the top. This jewelry is obviously, it's not a solid piece of gold, so it's much less valuable. Typically jewelers can't size it. It's gonna be much less valuable because you're just getting that thin layer of precious metal on top of a less rare, less valuable base metal. And you'll typically see those marked GP, which stands for gold plate, GEP, which stands for gold electroplate, which is just a process for getting the gold onto the surface of the base metal. You may even see something called HGE, which is heavy gold electroplate, which is just a little bit thicker of a coating, and or GF, which is gold filled, which is a different process, a little bit more of an old school process, but it's the same fundamental idea. It's still a layer of precious metal on top of a base metal. So for example, if you have a piece of jewelry that's stamped 14K GP, it's not a ring made of solid 14 karat gold. It's a base metal piece of jewelry that has a 14 karat layer of gold over the top of that base metal. Quick note on the term carat, that's carat with a K when we're talking about gold. 14 karat gold is with a K. Sounds exactly the same, different spelling. That's different than the carats of a diamond or the carats of any other gemstone. Carat with a C is a measure of weight for gemstones. That's different than carat with a K, which is the measure of fineness and purity in gold. All right, so let's talk about silver. Silver is actually very straightforward. Just like there's a, you know, kind of a 0 to 24 scale for gold, there's a 0 to 1000 scale for silver. And typically what people are talking about when they talk about silver in jewelry is they're talking about sterling silver. And there's a very clear-cut way to define what that is, and there's very clear-cut markings to show if a piece is sterling silver. And so as I said, the purity of it is defined on a scale of 1000. And so anything that's 925 parts silver or above can be classified as sterling silver. And just like with gold, you have 925 parts that are pure silver, and then the other 75 they put on top is there as alloy metal to make it a little bit stronger for everyday wear. So in terms of actual quality stamps that you'll see on a piece of sterling silver jewelry, it will be marked sterling silver or sterling or silver. At least in the United States, it cannot be marked silver with a quality mark stamp of silver unless it is 925 parts per thousand pure silver. Unless it's sterling quality, it cannot be stamped silver. So if something is stamped sterling or sterling silver, any of those combinations, you can be pretty sure that it's 925 parts. It's sterling quality silver. All right, finally, let's talk about platinum. Platinum is, to most jewelry nerds, considered the ultimate jewelry metal, and that's because it's a beautiful, pure white metal that requires far less alloy metal to be suitable for everyday wear and to just be beautiful on its own. You can have, similar to silver, it's on a scale of 1000 in measuring its purity and quality. You will see platinum that has part alloy metal for certain reasons, but you'll actually see quality stamps with platinum all the way up to 999 out of 1000. So just in its natural state, platinum is more durable, it's less brittle than gold, and in general it offers the most secure setting possible for large diamonds or very valuable gemstones. If you want the absolute best to hold your gemstones in, platinum is it. So let's talk about the specific quality markings you'll see signifying something as platinum jewelry. And typically that's going to be either PT or PLAT, plat or PT, signifying platinum, and then it'll typically have a number with it as well. So that could be 950 if it has a little bit more of that alloy metal for some reason by manufacturer choice. It could be plat 999, PT 999 if it's 999 parts out of 1000 pure platinum. That's it for understanding quality markings on jewelry. If you have any questions, please reach out to us through one of the contact methods on this site, and we'd be happy to take any questions that you might have. Thank you for watching, and I hope this was helpful for you.